Medusa's tool, Medusa's activation. Medusa is in Greek mythology, and you may have heard the story, the myth that exists for that deity, for that energy. It is a woman that has been having snakes instead of hair, which is interesting. And whoever looks her in the eye is getting petrified, which means it is a good tool for us to use when we want to work out where is deceit, what kind of of a deceit that is. I'm using it in sessions when I'm working with students or clients of any sorts that we have to work through shadows and difficulties that they can't acknowledge, and these shadows are in their unconscious mostly. Some of those also located in the subconscious, meaning some experiences from childhood or even early adult years. So, Medusa is stepping forward and she's attuning us, many of us, as divine feminine representation on this planet, in a way to help us understand what lies beneath. What lies beneath can be a lot of things. Okay, so when you are working with a client, with a student in that aspect, as a healer, as a psychic, as a medium, as a channeler, you're supposed to be helping your clients in a way that understand what they are creating from their unconscious and how they can shift that in order to co-create a better experience in their lives. Because it's okay when we understand that we are pushing through into one direction, but things don't happen for some reason. So we have to understand why these things don't happen. Is it in alignment? Is there something else that lies in the unconscious mind? Is it something that we need to just acknowledge and change direction? What is going on? So Medusa is stepping forward with attunements to many of us in order to give us more clarity intuitively of how we can work on these shadows, how we can actually shift that vibration, how we can perceive deceit, either it is for self, either it is for others, in personal experiences, interactions, or even sessions as a light worker, as a healer, energy healer of any sort. There is nothing as a setback I can actually perceive with this. Only the feeling that it took me a while to understand that, okay, this is a tool I have to be using, and this is a tool that shows up in my energy. And there was a period of time where I was feeling something like snakes over here. Others have felt them behind on their head, okay? It depends on your own energy, your own perception, where you actually locate this tool, the snakes. They have nothing to do with Kundalini snakes. Let me say that. It is just a tool from Medusa that we are supposed to be using to have a deeper understanding of someone's energies, either on a personal level or a professional level. You can use it for both. It doesn't limit you in any way. So, wow, what is going on with that tool? I even can't look at the camera because I'm connecting with Medusa's energy. It's like I'm avoiding to look straight forward. So you can understand that her energy is with us as I'm doing this video, and it was guided in so many ways. So we can actually step into that reality of understanding where is deceit, either within us or coming from an outside source. How is this useful? Because it heightens intuition when I'm getting close to a person, to a situation, or with a client working, and there is some kind of deceit of themselves, some kind of shadow that they haven't even recognized within themselves. Because let's say that openly, we can't understand all our shadows. We all have shadows, either unconscious mind or subconscious mind, and we are working all to the direction of dissolving those, bringing those to the light, and getting into a space of clarifying things for ourselves. What am I creating in my reality? Why am I attracting this? Why is this happening? So it is extremely helpful. What I get usually in these situations is a nudge, it is a feeling where I feel around my eye or in the left side of my head the snakes, or a feeling of darkness, like there's some shadow that I need to acknowledge there. I need to check on it and what it is, what is going on. I usually feel it with clients, most importantly because we are doing a lot of shadow work, and within myself for personal interactions. And there were many examples for me to, there's something about to happen. The nods, the feeling, the poke, and the energy was activated intuitively just a bit before the encounter, the situation, the words that would be exchanged. So I had my intuitive feeling through Medusa snakes getting me into a place of being prepared of what is coming up. In that space, I need you to know that it's not about a huge shadow or someone is going to attack you personally or anything of that sort. It's about understanding, speaking your truth, being in your integrity with authenticity, and this is what Medusa is calling us. Now for the attunement, I want us to do it together. If you haven't felt it already, if you haven't had that attunement already, it is time for us to do this activation together. And only if you desire, of course, so you can stop the video now. For those of you that have already done it, experienced it in some way or form, I guess this is your answer of what is going on with you energetically, because I had some months for myself to understand what is going on again. Why do I feel that? What is that? I was trying to remove an energy, but it wasn't about removing it. It was about integrating that attunement from Medusa and using it to my disposal as an extra tool, healing tool, as a tool in my personal interactions to understand and be honest with myself and the other person that I had in front of me. So let's move on to that human. And what I want you to do is to just breathe in, feel that you are centered and balanced in alignment for your highest good with your higher self. Take another deep breath in, and you can have your eyes closed or open, up to you and how it feels right. And I want you to visualize or to connect and feel Medusa's energy. She was a very gorgeous woman that for some reason God transformed her hair from hair into snakes, like a form of punishment in some ways. But that is what we know, and we are not focusing on that. We are focusing on the tool that Medusa has to offer to us to help us enhance our intuition, to help us enhance our connectedness with ourselves and others around us, to be more in sovereignty, integrity, and with authenticity. So, what I want you to do is to just connect with your energy, allow Medusa to step forward as if she were standing in front of you. Open up your heart and feel her energy, and let her activate your third eye to her unique gift and tool that she is offering to us now. You may feel the activation in your third eye. You may feel and see the snakes around your head, or even at some specific point in your head, and that is perfectly fine. The attunement is taking place with your permission. Your spirit guides are here with us. Your higher self is guiding you. And it's a perfect place for you to allow your intuition to get heightened enough and perceive deceit, shadows of self and others. And how these snakes are going to be used are up to you. So they usually work as an intuitive feeling and nods. They are showing you something is going on here. You can take it further and use the snakes to petrify the shadow in order to break it down into pieces. You can use it only as an intuitive feeling to be aware of what is going on. Because in some cases, we don't have to work through others' shadows. We just have to acknowledge them. Medusa is saying, feel free to use this tool of mine for your highest good and the highest good of others. Feel free to be in a space where you acknowledge a lot more, your perception is going to be shifting, your awareness will be expanding in so many ways. Light is everywhere, and when there's something hiding in the shadows, it is good to be brought to the light because this is how a session works. You are on a path of ascending spiritually to a highest version of you, and the more shadows you bring on the light, the easier it becomes for you to be in the space of a session. And with that, stepping back, giving you some space to integrate this new tool in a way that feels in alignment with you. Have in mind it won't change your energy in any negative way. It is just about awareness, and if you are a healer, you can use Medusa's tool for your healing sessions with others. The attunement has been complete and done. You're gonna be feeling the energy shifting, your energy shifting. And depending on your experiences, either personal or on a professional level, you are going to be using this tool accordingly, intuitively, for whatever is needed for the highest good of yourself and the people you work with. On a personal level, I'm repeating myself, but it is needed. On a personal level, you're gonna be more aware of what is going on around you, where people are coming from, so you won't have to engage on a deep level on things you dislike or you are not in alignment with. It will be easier to say no, to create some boundaries. It will be easier to embrace who you are in every aspect of it. If you feel that you need to return on this video, please feel free to do so. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this, what you experienced, how it was for you. If you had already any encounters with this attunement of Medusa's tool and the snakes, and how it was for you as an experience. I'm looking forward to reading your comments and connecting with you on more levels. So far, this is it, and I'm gonna see you to the next videos, on the next videos that are showing up, either guided or poked by my inner self in some ways. Thank you for watching this video. Please feel free to share with any of your spiritual friends that they feel any alignment with this.